Rigoberta Menchú was born January 9, 1959, to an Indian peasant family and raised in the Quiche branch of the Mayan culture. In her early years, she helped with the family farm work either in the northern highlands, where her family lived, or on the Pacific coast, where both adults and children went to pick coffee on the big plantations. Menchú received a primary school education as a student at several Catholic boarding schools. After leaving school, she worked as an activist campaigning against human rights violations committed by the Guatemalan armed forces during the country's civil war, which lasted from 1960 to 1996. Since the Guatemalan Civil War ended, Menchú has campaigned to have several members of the Guatemalan political and military establishments tried in Spanish courts. In 1999, she filed a complaint before the court in Spain because prosecutions of crimes committed during the Civil War were practically impossible to find justice for in Guatemala. These attempts stalled as the Spanish courts determined that the plaintiffs had not yet exhausted all possibility to seek justice through the legal system of Guatemala.
Menchú has become involved in the Indian pharmaceutical industry as president of the company Salud para Todos, or Health for All, and the company Farmacias Similares, with the goal of offering low-cost generic medicines. She served as president and goodwill ambassador for the 1996 Peace Accords. In 2006, Menchú was one of the founders of the Nobel Women's Initiative, along with sister Nobel Peace Prize laureates Jody Williams, Shirin Ebadi, Wangari Maathai, Betty Williams, and Madrid Corian Maguire. 6 women representing North and South America, Europe, the Middle East, and Africa decided to bring together their experiences in the united effort for peace with justice and equality.
On February 12, 2007, Menchú announced that she would form an indigenous political party called Encuentro por Guatemala and that she would stand in the 2007 presidential election. Had she been elected, she would have become Latin America's 4th indigenous president after Mexico's Benito Juarez, Peru's Alejandro Toledo, and Bolivia's Evo Morales. In the election, Menchú was defeated in the first round, receiving 3% of the vote. Menchú was also a candidate for the 2011 presidential election, but lost again in the first round. Menchú is a member of Peace Jam, an organization whose mission is to create young leaders committed to positive change in themselves, their communities, and the world through the inspiration of Nobel Peace laureates, who pass on the spirit, skills, and wisdom they embody. Menchú is also a member of the Foundation Chirac's Honor Committee. Ever since the foundation was launched in 2008 by former French President Jacques Chirac in order to promote world peace.